I want to cover first and foremost, thank you. This is amazing. You guys have no idea the level of support and everything that the RC community provides, and what you guys have shown so far this morning is amazing. We took a track. Our record was 60, I think, 1 entries we had. We've got 129 entries here today. When Tom and Nick and Kurt and Ben, a bunch of us came up with this idea to do for the family, we had no idea what we were getting into. And it's amazing to show the support that has came out. So this is about $1,750. That's just for the entries today. And we're not done. All of the food money today, the Benson family and myself went and donated all the food. So all of that money is going to go back to the family at the end of the day. And there's going to be a couple other things I want to do. I'm going to do this first, and then we're going to let Zach talk a little bit. Derek Myrtle sent me a picture the other day of 6 Corian pit boards. Sent me this. And I said, man, that's cool, but that's not cool enough. So I called a good friend of mine. And on 2 days' notice, he printed me this. Jeremy Thorson with EMD Wraps out of Ames printed these for us. I've got 2 of these. This one's going to go to the winner of the 17.5 buggy class today. 2 reasons for this. For those of you that don't know, that traveled with Jeff, like some of us had raced, he raced 2 classes. One of them was 17.5 independent buggy. And the second was 13.5 wheeler. So both of those winners today are going to get something pretty cool to go home with. And hopefully you guys understand what this means. They're yours to take home. But like I said, Derek gave us 6 of them. So I got 4 of them that we're going to do something cool with. All right, I'll tell you what, Tom, we had a little snafu there earlier, so we're going to do this again, but tell you what, Thorson Throwdown, 130 entries here. Did you ever dream that we'd have that many racers here for this deal?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, we're celebrating the life of an amazing guy. He's helped me a bunch when I was younger, helps out, everybody here. So yeah, it's great to see everybody come out. Had some good racing, a bunch of people here, a bunch of the mod guys racing, so yeah, it's fun.
It's awesome to see the support from the community, and a lot of you young kids have grown up racing here and have moved on and done great things with your lives, and racing RC cars for a living now. Out of a little track in Urban where we started this deal, 15 plus years ago when you were a little kid, could barely see over the railing, and it's awesome to see you mature into the young man you are and help support the community the way that you do. But I'll tell you what, you picked up round number 1 at Mod Buggy, and no slouch, man. You got Mason, Nate, Aaron Mitchell. Man, there is 7 hitters out there, and you got some top ranked guys in the world here racing on a little carpet track in Merle Hay Mall. And what's it mean to you to pick up round 1 of Mod Buggy here at the Thorson Throwdown?
Oh yeah, no, it's really good. I mean, yeah, getting the result is good, but we're just out here having fun, celebrating Jeff, and yeah, it's been really fun.
Well, I'll tell you what,
not much about the result today.
It definitely is not about the result, as I've said numerous times. It's about being here supporting the family, and I'll tell you what, the RC community has showed up big to help support this family and what they're going through, and most of us can't imagine what they're experiencing, but we're definitely here for them. And this is, we talked to Kim a little bit before the races started, and this is going to be an annual event that we're going to do in February every year. So it's a pretty cool deal, and I'll tell you what, it's awesome to see you kids out here supporting this deal. We appreciate you. Guys, stay tuned. Round number 2 is getting ready to start here, and if you're not here, make the trip out to Merle Hay today. It's an awesome show, and we're going to be here most of the day, so appreciate everybody. All over the Midwest, and I've done this for a handful of years now. It is amazing the support that you guys have shown for this family. I can't imagine what they're going through. But I'm going to introduce you to a couple special people that maybe some of you have never met. J.D. Thorson. J.D.'s going to run our novice class today. Boy. share some stuff with you, a little bit of what Jeff went through, and some things that at 48 years old, guys, a lot of us are not there yet. Some of us are a little bit past that point. But at 48 years old, that's way too young to lose somebody that to the outside was physically healthy. He was way healthier than I was. I can tell you that. And for what came on, and I'm going to share a little bit real quick of mine because I was here. A lot of you guys maybe don't know the story. But that Sunday morning I showed up here. The first guy I talked to when I walked in was Jeff. We visited, we went over a few things, and they were race things, some ideas, some things that he wanted me to try on my own personal cars. And for those of you that never raced with Jeff or never met Jeff, one thing that I'm going to share that's personally from me is this: never once in the 10 plus years that I've raced with Jeff did he ever tell me no when I asked for help. And that might have been us lining up on the grid 1 and 2. And he knew I had struggled the week before, and he wanted to help me out a little bit, and we talked about a few things. And they were good ideas, things I hadn't thought of, and leaned on his experience a little bit. But fast forward a couple hours later, and it's race time, and I said, "Where's Jeff?" Oh, he didn't feel well, he went home. But what Jeff didn't tell any of us was that he was having chest pains. And Jeff went home, and Kim got to deal with Jeff for a very short time before she took him to the hospital, and he didn't make it very much longer after that. These are things that I'm going to let these guys talk about at this point, and things that some of us can maybe look at that we don't think about. So,
first of all, before I get too deep into any of it, just once again, want to thank everybody for coming out today. Means a lot. I know Dad would have been excited for, obviously, the circumstances aren't ideal, but he loved getting everybody together and obviously having some fun and racing some cars. Put it into perspective, my old bedroom became the RC car room, so that's where all the stuff got kept. But so to kind of elaborate a little bit on what he was saying, Dad had what is essentially cardiac arrest. I mean, it was almost instantaneous. It wasn't a heart attack. He wasn't in pain. His heart essentially stopped beating in a matter of milliseconds, cutting off all blood flow to his brain, essentially like going to sleep. He wasn't in any pain. Doctors did everything they could. Kim did everything she could. It was a catastrophic event. I mean, when events like this happen, it's typically 1 in 5 people survive. So if he did make it, it would have been a small miracle at the end of the day, which is always what you hope for, but sometimes you don't get that. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Once again, thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you, Wolfram, for hosting us. Thank you everybody who kind of organized this event, put everything together. A couple more small things. We have 2 shirts left, a medium and a large if you wanted to get those. And then we'll be out, but we'll be doing a second order. So if you do want a shirt, come find me. We'll be up here at the front. I'll get your sizes, your name, and then more than likely we can drop the shirts off once they come in again, or I can give it to someone and you guys can just kind of get them as they come. But if you would like a shirt, come find me. Otherwise, thanks again everybody for coming out. So
thank you.
last thing I want to do, guys, some of you have never been here. Pretty cool little facility in the middle of a mall. But we need to give one guy a big thank you because he opened up the doors and gave Kurt and Ben and I and a few others kind of do what you guys want to do. And Nick Fegan owns this place, and he opened up the doors, and let's give him a round of applause.
I know everyone's excited to get ready to go racing. I figured while we had everyone here, we'd just take maybe 5-10 seconds, bow our heads in a moment of silence for Dad, and then we'll get to racing. I know everybody's ready to go. So. All right, let's do it. Thanks, everyone.
Guys, remember at the end of the day why we're here. And first and foremost, I can't stress enough, we're here to support the family and have a great time today. Just remember, we're racing toy cars today. So keep that in mind, guys. We're here to have fun. Woo!
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Another mod qualifier there, Tommy. 2 for 2 for the day, buddy. I think that kid next to you's got something for you later, because I'll tell you what, he put on a good show there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race. LD3s are working good out there, putting it on for Jeff, so yeah, it's been good.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a quick second. Thank the guys that make this possible for you.
Yeah, thanks to you guys, Thorson family, everybody at Wolfram. We really appreciate it. It's a nice place to race. You know, we don't have anything super close, so it's been nice to come here, get some running in. 130 entries today, so it's been super fun. I know Nate has fun here as well, so yeah.
I mean, it's great to see the support for everybody, you know, for the Thorson family. It's great to be out here running. It's good to have a place to run at, so thank you everybody that makes it possible.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to that A-Main later, and I promise you it's going to be a good show. Again, if you're not here, you got about an hour or so to get here to watch this deal later on. These Mod 2-wheel guys are going to put on a show for you.
He said, hey, I want to do something special with the pitboard I've got. And he just gave us the pitboard that he bought earlier in the auction to Kim for her to take home and display at home. So, Colin, man, great. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming and just being supportive. Yeah. My love is an amazing person.
These guys up. All right, you guys are going to watch something pretty cool. He's going to be right next to that can. And next is going to be Blair, purple and orange car, TLR car. Yep. And then that way, yeah, just we're going to pull them back. You just space them out. We don't have to go by that. I started going back a little further.
Everyone a little narrow with them.
Ridley's going to be 3, red and white car. Wheels are coming at you. And then Jeremiah, where's Jeremiah? Pink and white car on the ground. Pink and white on the ground. Lauren is in your left hand. And then Quentin in your right hand. Yep, just like that. Yep, and then the Grom. And then the buggy, yep, pink and yellow car. Go ahead and put him on that side of the jump, Mike. Yeah, just pull him back by the pipe. Straight, kind of back, straight up, like that. That was the one, yeah. There we go. Gotcha. Yep, just like that. All right, let's double check our marshals. Got plenty of help around the racetrack. We'll get it in just a second. I need a marshal on the backside here, guys. Somebody shoulder to shoulder. I got help down there. I got help there. Somebody's over there. How about up here in the sweeper? Somebody volunteer help me out. Thank you. I got a couple over here. All right, novice racers, right here on me. Pay attention. Novice racers, we've raced all day long and we've had a lot of fun today. Okay? We are all going to go at the same time and we're going to have some fun. Okay? Nice and easy, guys. Nice and easy. On the start, okay? Here we go. Marshals on your toes. Drivers, less than 5. Go, 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 go. All right, let's go ahead and grade these guys up. Derek Myrtle, Carson Sanders, Brian Day, Tyler Fleming. Salkowski, Peckham, Oakley, and White. And then sound open. Where are you at? You got Day, then Fleming. Red card. Red card's after Brian. Yep, and then you're going to do Salkowski. That's Oakley. He's going to the back. Yep, Salkowski. We got to get Carson Sanders on the 2, though.
Carson is on the 2.
Oh, is he? Oh, God, he's back there. Sorry. Sure. And then Sam White, just like that. Looks like we got some marshals. I need a couple more to help me out here real quick. Let's get some adults. Tell you what, Aaron, you just picked up a 17.5 main. That was a heater there. You had some pretty fast cars behind you, but man, you were able to set sail out front and stay out there. Appreciate you making the trip over from Cedar Rapids. I know Jeff went that way and raced with you guys quite a bit. What's it mean to you picking up the 17.5 buggy main?
Yeah, I mean, car was really good. First time here. It's a really cool place. Just a small track, 8 cars out there was a little tough trying to navigate traffic. But yeah, I got to race with Jeff off and on a little bit the last year or so, and I got to talk to him a little bit. So definitely going to be missed. And hopefully next year we'll get more people out here and just keep growing the event.
I appreciate you. Give me a quick second. Thanks some of your sponsors.
Yeah, just big shout out to X-Ray, Hot Wing, RC America, Team AM, Island Speedway, RC Discharger, my dad, Jamie Thompson, and everybody who helps me out.
Appreciate you making the trip over from Cedar Rapids. Real quick.
Okay.
Tell you what, Mac Vanderbeek picking up the 40-plus mod buggy. That thing has been on rails all day long. We visited yesterday. You told me felt like you gave one away maybe in Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. A little chip on the shoulder, a little extra motivation.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That's
I had a pretty good run last weekend in Wisconsin, qualifying in both the classes I was in, and then I kind of fell apart in the mains and let some positions get away. Felt like I had a race car the whole time. Kind of like today in stock, I kind of did the same thing, unfortunately, today in stock, but 40 plus, I got it done, and B7 and my radio electronics were great, San Juan Radio.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us here, and celebrating a guy that was great for our hobby, Jeff Thorson, and this is, we're all here to support them and the family and do a hobby that he loved, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So
I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate your support through the years, and every win means a little bit something. And I'll tell you what, I think this one today means something a little different. So congratulations, guys.
thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate. Well, I'll tell you what, 3 guys that have grown up, cut their teeth. You guys call home. Not very far from here. Tom's about 20 minutes, Nate's about 45, and Mason just kind of lived down the street pretty much. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, you guys have been racing since before I could see you over the railing, and it's cool to see you guys out here ripping like this. And Tom, perfect today, 3 for 3, 2 qualifiers and a main. Man, what does this mean to you?
I mean, like I said before, the result really doesn't matter too much to us, or too much to us today. It's awesome to celebrate Jeff. Everybody came out today. It was awesome. Had some good racing with Nate and Mason today. So yeah, it was super fun.
Well, and I'll tell you what does it mean? I mean, because you guys have all grown up together. Nate, obviously the youngest one of the crew, but you guys have been racing together since you were little kids. What does it mean to come out and put on shows like that with your buddies?
I mean, it's definitely pretty cool. Especially with Nate too. I feel like Mason and I have been battling, our whole lives, but Nate was a lot younger than us, and he's coming to his own now, so yeah, it's super fun, super cool.
I'll tell you what, Nate might be a few years behind you, but I'll tell you what, these last couple of years, he's really, like you said, came into his own here, and now a teammate of yours on Team Schumacher, and you guys are going to have some great battles going forward. Nate's kind of making the jump up this year from the stock class into the mod class, and had some really good runs at INS a couple weeks ago, and it's neat to see, because I know early on you took Nate under your wing when he was very, very young, and like I said with you, you guys have matured into great young men. And it's awesome to see you nurture Nate through, and now being teammates at Schumacher, it's going to be even cooler to see that relationship keep going. So Tommy, I really appreciate it.
Of course.
I'll tell you what, Mason, man, right there.
I know. I mean, it was a good race. I couldn't really ask for much more. I mean, he's incredible on carpet. So, but yeah, happy to support Jeff with this race. And car was good.
I'll tell you what, 10 scale, I'd say maybe not quite your forte anymore. I haven't checked the rankings lately. Last time I looked, it was like number 7.
Yeah, I think it's like 8 or 9.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah.
But 8th or 9th, I'm going to explain that real quick to the guys at home. When we say 8th or 9th, Mason is ranked 8th or 9th in the world at an 8 scale racer. That is where Mason and Caden have kind of taken their talents to and traveled the world doing that. Mason, a full-time driver for S-Works, and it's awesome to see these guys come back with a 10 scale buggy and help support their local racers. And quick second, thank your sponsors.
Yeah, S-Works, BHRC, J-Concepts, Reds, Exalt, and Nitro Pro.
Awesome. Tell you what, we're going to go over here. Last guy on the podium, Nate. You've been quiet over here. It's awesome to see you come into your own like we've talked about with these guys. And what do you think of racing with those two guys?
I mean, it's always been a dream ever since, you know, we raced at Compound, Blue Groove, Omaha. It's always been, I want to battle with them. And I mean, it's starting to get to the point where I kind of can every once in a while. I mean, I had it here. I had a chance. I kind of wrecked, but
I tell you what, right there early on, you three were within seconds of each other. And then you had a little trouble through the middle of the race, but then you kind of poured it on back at the end. I think you fell back at one point in the 5 or 6 spot and drove it back into the 3. It's just a testament to, like I said, you maturing as a young man, moving from the stock ranks into the mod ranks, and to be able to race with guys of that caliber. I think you're there, buddy. So I'll give you a quick second. Thank your sponsors.
yeah, of course. I want to thank, of course, Schumacher, JC, R1 Works, and I want to thank my new 8 scale sponsor, Mayoko, for everything they've done so far. And I mean, everyone else has done stuff for me. Vision, RC Discharger, they all have done a lot. I couldn't be here without them.
Awesome. Well, Nate, I appreciate it. Everybody at home, if you're still watching, man, we appreciate you being with us all day long.